Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a 2025 tier list for Spirit. I haven't seen anybody do it yet for this year. I know we're a little bit early, but I need to talk about this stuff. I have a lot of opinions, and I don't know if anybody cares about them, but I want to talk about them. We're going to rank them. We're going to go each animatronic individually. We'll put them on the thing, and then we'll go back through each tier and we'll organize it where I kind of think they lie. I know it's kind of early in the season, like we haven't seen official demos for a lot of this stuff, but we have a general idea, I think, for most of the stuff. So I think we're at that point where we could kind of start dissecting this stuff. Um, and I want to do it. I just want to do one of these. So we'll do one now. If people care about it, maybe we'll do one later once we get official demos for all of this stuff. But for right now, just based off of what we have and what we know, I'm going to do this one. Um, and I'd like to hear from some people and kind of think what everybody's thinking. So we got 20 animatronics on this one. Shout out Ryan Z for doing this one. Um, but let's get into it. Also, as of filming this, it's 100 days to Halloween, so happy 100 days. We're almost there. All right, so first one on the list is going to be Bullseye. This is a shorter clown with his head kind of through the bullseye of like a dartboard. It's got some darts on the actual board, which I think look neat. But it's a lot smaller than I kind of anticipated. It's kind of like hunched over. Like it looks kind of creepy. Almost looks like a Danny DeVito clown. But I do like the face sculpt. We don't know voice on this yet or phrasing. I think that could kind of be make or break for this one. It looks cool. I like the face. I like the colors. I like the kind of hunched over. I just wish it was bigger. I just wish it was a life size, like full size clown. And the animation's okay. It's fine. It's nothing. It's nothing crazy. I wish the head popped out instead of spinning. We've seen that so many times on clowns, especially recently. It's just kind of another one. I think the make or break on this is going to be the voice and whether that board is cardboard. If that's cardboard, this drops down to an F. Like everybody complained about the cardboard on Bobby Strings. Why would you do it again the next year? So if that's plastic, great. Thanks for listening. Great. If it's cardboard, this is an F tier prop for me. Like we didn't learn anything and no. So based off of what we see, also, why is this an archway prop? Like, why is this the first thing you see when you walk into the store? I don't understand. It looks like a filler sitting up there being so small. Um, but as of right now, I'm gonna give him a C. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's great. He's got potential, um, but he's just kind of there. All right, second prop's gonna be the remake of Electrified Corpse. This one makes sense as a flashback for this year. It fits the theming really well. I think it's a valid return. I don't think anybody asked for this. I'm not mad it's back. I think it's justified. It was a cool enough prop in its day. It's still cool today. It fits the theming. It makes sense. I think it's a little premature. Like there are other things we've been asking for to come back before this. So like if we got those things, Bargain Butcher, it would be fine. But nobody asked for this. But I'm not mad it's back. It's not offensive. It looks good. It looks a little bit faster. I have the original, so I'm not going to pick it up. It looks fine. I think it could have used a little bit more blood, and I don't understand why they took the stump away from it. But other than that, I think he's fine. Um, I'm gonna give him a B. He's not bad. I'm not mad it's back. He's just there. He's got a good price. He looks cool. He's a good scare too, surprisingly. I used him in my 2022 haunt, and he got some scares, so he's fine. Next up is Fire Demon. This was one I was very excited about when we got the names. I love demon props. I love Baphomet. That was one of the first pickups I got in 2021. I love that thing. Um, the lava demon from Halloween City a couple of years ago. I really wanted that. I ended up missing out on it. So I'm a big fan of demons. I love the look of this. It looks sick, honestly. Um, and then with the leaked demo of it, I kind of wish it opened up the arms a little bit slower, like Blackheart. I'm not crazy about it being a jump scare prop because I don't think it's fast enough to be a jump scare. But aesthetically, he looks awesome. This will probably be a pickup for me, so I'm gonna give him an A. I don't think he's an S tier prop, but I do really like the look of him. Up next is gonna be Headcase Harry. Another one, I really like the concept of it. The voice kind of is not great. I like the idea of the conjoined face on him. I like that they share that center eye. And then according to the description, according to the description, like the mouths move independently when they're talking and then they move together when the voice kind of syncs up. I think that's cool. Um, just the voice is not great on it. I like that there's some blood on it. It's just kind of it could be so much better. Like it has so much potential to be good. Um, so I'm gonna put him in B for now. I think he is better than Electrified Corpse, but I don't think he's an A tier prop right now. He could potentially get there with better phrasing and an official demo on it. I think would be great for that one. But he does look very unique, and I'm a big fan of his look. But the voice is kind of for me, so I'm gonna put him in B for now. And then we got Jack the Reaper. This has been requested quite a few times, I think, especially as of late. It was only a matter of time before we got this. I don't understand the scythe on him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he's ever actually had a scythe. So unless that's structural for him, I don't really understand it. I like the motion tracking on him. I think that's cool. Hopefully it's a little bit better than it was on Nibbles, but I don't see people using this in a haunt setting. This is just to display that character, I think, so it's fine. Like you'll be displaying it in a light environment, so it shouldn't be a problem like it was with Nibbles. Um, so it looks good for the character. The face sculpt looks cool. It's big. Um, I just wish it didn't have the scythe. But I do think he fits for the character. I think this is probably as good as we were going to get for it. So I'm going to give him an A. Well, not an S. Gather. Um, I think he's good. I don't think he's like the best of the year, but I think he's solid. All right, Lantern Keeper. I'm a big fan of pumpkins. I love things with lanterns. I think he looks cool. Um, the face sculpt on him looks pretty sick. Depending on price, he could go higher. I just think he's okay. Um, I'm gonna put him in C for now. I don't think he's bad. Um, but depending on phrasing and the animation, he could go higher. But he's just kind of middle of the road for me. Just Owl. This is one of the first things I saw online, like leaked. We were getting an owl and a rat this year, and I got very hyped on an owl because for me, I was kind of expecting a smaller, like background prop, kind of like the flying vulture or the screeching bat. That's what I was expecting for this. Something you could put, like I have one of the ISE trees from 2023. Something I could put in that tree just as a little prop, maybe like 80 bucks at most, 80 to $100 at most, and it just sits up there and like the head moves around and it just kind of looks at you. It makes owl hooting noises. Maybe the eyes light up. Maybe the wings flap a little bit, and that's it. That's what I wanted out of this, and we got this thing. It could have been so much better. It could have been another character like Wanda Webworth or Deathstalker, where it's just this mutated giant owl creature thing. For $250, all it does is flap the wings. The wings look terrible. The mouth doesn't move. It looks like it has chicken feet. No, just no. So much potential squandered on that thing, and I think it's the worst thing that we've gotten from Spirit in recent years. Like that could have been so much better. Why? Why does this exist? All right, Valick. Um, it's a very polarizing one for me. I want to put it high because it looks so good, but I want to put it low because the quality on that mech scares the crap out of me. As as a prop to display the character, I don't think we're gonna get one better than this one. But that mech with the string and it ships compressed, so like the springs are constantly compressed on that mech. Like if you wanted, like I usually store my pop out stuff with the mech out so the springs don't get worn out over time, and I can't do that with that without keeping the mech outside of the box, so it kind of bothers me. I I don't think we're gonna get a better Valic though, and the face being plastic on this one proves that you can get a quality face sculpt with a plastic head. You don't lose that detail with it not being latex. Like, there's no excuse. If the mouth doesn't move, make it plastic. Period. There's no excuse for this no more. We should not have heads that don't have a moving mouth made out of latex. There's no excuse for it anymore. This face looks fantastic. You can still see the veins, you can still see the detail in the teeth, and it's plastic. That plastic on that head is super thick. I don't think I've ever seen a thicker plastic on a prop. So for that and the getting the character down, I'm gonna give it an A. If that thing breaks throughout the season, it's going down to D. But for right now, I think it looks spot on for that character, and I'm very happy with it. Mutated Sewer Rat. I want to like this so bad, and I do like it, but I compare it directly to the Mangy Rat from Morris, and I think the Mangy Rat from Morris does it better. It's bigger, it's scarier. The mouth moves with the squeaking, and it looks more like a giant rat than this does. I like the subtle glow to the eyes. I think that fits like the rat character better. But for $230, it's very small. The head looks good, but it's very small, and I hate the pull up the butt. I don't understand why you couldn't just make the legs like that. Like, it's a small enough character. I feel like you should be able to get the pulls to bend that and hold up that character without needing to stick a pole up its butt. Like, you could have just did the two poles up the back of the legs and up the clothing rather than just one center one. So, excuse me. I feel like what mutated sewer rat does, I think mangy rat does better. If this goes on sale during the season, I might pick it up. But for right now, I think he's just kind of eh. So I'm gonna put him. Apparently, I broke it. I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna put him there for now. I think he's okay. I think for that money, you could have got better. The whiskers on him are cool too. All right, for Santa art, it looks basically like a reskin of the original one, and I want to hate it, but I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I hope it has a similar price to last year's. I hope this is $199, but with Party City going out of business, I don't see it. Happy it has blood on it. Happy it's got the glasses, and happy it's not a direct just put a Santa suit on last year's one. So like it's got the blood on it. It's got the different. It's got the axe in the hand. So I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna put him in B for now. I'm probably gonna move him to the top because I do think he is pretty good. Silent and Deadly. That's how you do a flashback. That thing is perfect. It looks exactly like the original. The audio is great. The face, the foam fill latex on the face is perfect. Price point was great. No complaints on that. That's how you do a flashback. Give the people what they want. That's an S tier prop. Thank you. Two-Face Teddy. Why? If we didn't get the names before seeing the prop, I feel like I would hate this less. But this is very similar to the stuff we got last year with like Demonic Gatekeeper and Giant Deathray, where you got the names of stuff and you get something in your head, and when you don't get that, it's kind of a letdown. This is that situation. Everybody, I think, thought teddy bear, you needed the head spun around or it had a face and then it pulled the face off. Nobody, if you said you were thinking this was going to be a clown 2 months ago, you're a liar. If it had a different face, I would like it more. I get it's a budget prop. I get you don't want to put a lot of money into it, but it didn't need to have poor George's face as a direct copy with a different. It's just lazy. Give it give it a different face and you get a pass. It's 130 bucks as a budget prop. I get it. It doesn't have to be crazy, but don't reuse the same head. So it's fine. I didn't have a problem with Night Terror. I didn't buy Night Terror, but Night Terror wasn't for me. I get it. So it's not bad. I wish the face was different. I wish the name was different, but he's okay. And the Young He character from Squid Games, it looks like the character, and if the animation is cool, fine. The pricing on this is bananas, and why is it in the store? Like, the Squid Games craze has kind of died out. I feel like the new season is out. I get it. You're trying to capitalize on it, but like people were asking for Squid Game stuff in store when I worked there, and we didn't have anything. We didn't have costumes. We didn't have the masks. We didn't have anything. But now we're gonna put the animatronic out. I don't think it's as bad as the Night Owl, and it's passable as an animatronic. But I don't understand why it's in store. I just don't get it. It should be online only. And Twisted Grandma is another one that I like the concept art a lot better than this one. I'm not crazy about the costume and I'm not crazy about the puppet mouth, but the animation is really honestly sick. The hair is fine. Why does it need to talk? Just make laughing noises, do the thing, and that's it. Like, why do I need a monologue from everything? I wish it was the concept art version of it. I think this was a downgrade, but it's still a cool, creepy grandma prop. The puppet mouth really brings it down for me. I don't think it's a deal breaker, but I'm gonna put her. Stay where I put you. There we go. I'm gonna put her in B. I don't think she's bad, but it's a lot of squandered potential on her. Backbend Bonnie. When this box leaked and it said that it slowly bent back, I was pissed. I was like, that's such a cop out. Why? It should just back and be done. Like, but I'll eat my words on that one. I was wrong. She is fantastic. That slow bend back is super creepy. I did buy her. Um, FedEx lost it, but I did buy it, so I will be getting it at some point. I wish the face looked more like the prototype and the box art on it, but I don't think it's terrible. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I do really like the design on this. I like the fact that it triggers and it just bends back. It doesn't yap, it doesn't talk, it doesn't need to. It's just creepy. It's really creepy. And I'm not usually a possessed girl kind of prop guy, but this one is fantastic. I'm gonna put it up in A. I don't think it's as good as Silent and Deadly just because it's Silent and Deadly, but I do think it's a fantastic prop for this year and arguably one of their best. And Monkey Business is another one. I think it's really good. It came out really good. I think the only issue I have with him is the price. I don't understand the 330 price tag on him. Cotton Candy Dan made a little bit of sense last year with it, and then the Mr. Dark mech ones I get because that mech is bananas. And I'm assuming there's a lot of engineering that went into that mech, so I understand it. This one I don't get. Like it's just a pop-up mech and two heads, like 280, maybe 250 would have been a lot better. The 330 I think is a little much. Um, but I like that the box isn't cardboard. I like that it has cardboard on it, but it's not cardboard. The face on him is really good. I really, really like that face sculpt. I like the monochromatic coloring on the clown and the stark difference with the box. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna put him at the top of B. I don't think he's an A tier. I think that price just kind of brings him down a little bit. And then the Sinister Straw Man's the newest Mr. Dark reskin. Um, they're gonna continue making these until we stop buying them. Um, I don't think he's as good as Mr. Dark, but he's definitely better than Tallulah, and he might be better than Hellspawn. The phrases make a lot more sense. The face sculpt looks dope. I don't think I need him, but I do like him. Um, the phrasing's really good. I wish it just jumped up and then did the phrases like Tallulah kind of did. I hate when jump scare props have a monologue or some kind of delay between the jump, like one in a haunt setting. Like once they're triggered, I just want them to do their thing. So it kind of brings this one down a little bit. Um, Tallulah had the same problem last year, but Mr. Dark didn't. That's what I want. I want a Mr. Dark actual reskin, like trigger, jump up. You can say whatever you want on the way down. I'm cool with it. Um, but I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him up there. I do like him. I don't think I need him, but I do like him. My Crip Countess, unpopular opinion, according to people on the internet, I actually really like this one. Um, I think that animation is sick. Not what I expected from that. Like I said, I saw the pictures of it and I wasn't super impressed. I like the eyes, I like the face, the voice is fine. Um, I'm a big fan of SVI Twitchers, and I think this one does it pretty well. Um, the creepy cloth is fine. I like the way the hair kind of flips around. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm not going to give it an A, but I do really like her. I think she's a top of the B for me. Um, yeah, I think she's great. Trick or Treat Pete is a $240 candy dispenser that doesn't really work as a candy dispenser. Um, According to the instructions, you can only put 7 pieces of, like, only fill the 7 pieces and then it jams. So like if you put a piece of plastic over the drop chute, you wouldn't have that problem and it wouldn't jam. So I don't understand that one. He looks awesome. I like the hair, I like the colors, the face is awesome. I think YJ did a great job on the face on him. I don't understand the Bluetooth connectivity on it. I think that was just another kind of pointless thing to charge more on it, but it's so much money for what it does. I don't think it's an F as a prop, but it's too much. It's too many money. And then Trixie looks like a reskin of Dagger Mike and Dark Princess, and those were so effective as scares. Dagger Mike looked like he had a poopy in his diaper, but still managed to scare almost everybody that triggered him in 2023. And then Dark Princess, I think, was the only thing in stores last year that scared people, to my knowledge. So that mech is super effective. Um, I like the aesthetics on her. I like that the mask flips up and she reveals the knife. Not crazy about the voice on it and the lines, but I think as a scare, I think she's really good. So I'm gonna put her up in A if she'll stay. There we go. We'll leave her there for now. So that's where we're at with them. That's everything ranked. We're gonna go line by line and see if we can move some of them around. Okay, so my S tier, I'm good with that. I think Silent and Deadly so far is the best we've gotten. Um, I'm gonna move the Nun in front of Trixie. I think I'm good with that. Move him down there. This B category is kind of full right now. I'm good with my Fs. I think Night Owl is the worst of the year, and I don't think that's gonna change unless something terrible comes out, which is still a possibility. Um, D, I think, is fine. That ranking. Trick or Treat Pete would be higher if he was cheaper, but he's not, so that's where he goes. C is good. It's just the A and the B's. If I want to move some stuff between B and A, I think that's the potential. But um, no, I think that's it. I think that's the final ranking for me. I think that's I think that's it. So thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, leave a like on the video or comment on it. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of stuff. I could do more. Um, we got a lot of companies, and I got a lot of years of spirit, so we could go back in time, help pass the time until we start getting new stuff.